today we're going to do a lasagna recipe, and we're going to make that lasagna recipe today with our Lawton chicken sauce. So the ingredients that we have here is a roasted red pepper that we roasted in the oven. We'll show you what we'll do with that in a second. We have some garlic paste, a couple of tablespoons of butter, flour, caramelized onions that we just did. I'll show you what we're going to do with those in a second. And we have some tomatoes, and we have our lasagna pasta. So the first thing we're going to do is going to get this butter inside the pan here, and we're going to let that get to melting. Once that starts to melt, then we'll add our flour. Now while that's doing that, let's show you our roasted red pepper. So we roasted this in the oven at approximately 350 degrees for about 30-40 minutes. What happens is that the skin, as you can see, comes right off, and then we can peel that off. Now the reason why you want to peel this off is because we're going to make our tomato sauce with this roasted red pepper. So we're going to take this, and now it's off, and we're going to use like half of the pepper for our tomato sauce. So we're going to, as you can see here, nice and fleshy. We'll peel the flesh off, and we'll save this other half here for later. Now we have this. We'll dice this bad boy up. It smells awesome too. We're gonna make a nice little rough chop on this, and we're gonna put this here, and then we'll put that to the side. Now that our butter's melted, we're gonna add our flour, and we're gonna make a bechamel sauce here. So while that's stirring down, we're going to get some milk here that we have, and we use lactate milk. My wife is lactose intolerant, so we use this, and we're going to take a little bit of our milk, and we're going to add it to this flour mixture. Now we want to add it just yet, so we want to give this flour time to cook with this butter. And then we'll slowly add in a little bit of our milk. And we'll add in about a cup of milk. And then we're going to bring this up to temperature. And what that's going to do is that's going to thicken. And while we're waiting on that to thicken up, we can go ahead and add our pasta noodles. So we already got our water boiling. And let's just drop a couple of these noodles down in there. Right? So that's what we're going to use. Boom. Now that we got those in there, and once we get this time to cook, at that time we'll be back. And we'll start working our tomato sauce, and then we'll start putting our lasagna together. So see you guys in the field. Okay, now let's take a little bit of nutmeg, whole nutmeg, nothing like it. I'm gonna grate a little nutmeg inside there. Boom, that's done. We're gonna add a little bit of garlic. Just a little bit. I can do this, is mine. Right? You can do that. You can play with your food. All right, now we're gonna stir this up. Look at that. See how bechamel sauce has gotten nice and thick. See what I'm saying? You can smell that nutmeg already. All right, what we wanna do now is, now that we got it kind of to the consistency that we want to, when I mean that, I mean like the kind of thickness. As you can see, it's nice, a little thick there. We're going to transfer this over here to our warmer, right? Now, as we're doing that, we're going to start working on our tomato sauce. So, we got here our blender. We're going to take our tomatoes and pour these right on in. Right, like so. All right. Boom. Next, we're going to add our caramelized onions. I told you we're gonna do it differently. We're just gonna jazz it up a little bit, right? So once we got that, next we're going to add our diced red pepper. Here we go. right there. And last but not least, the rest of our garlic. So let's slide that in there like that. Boom. Now, we're gonna put the top on this bad boy here. We're gonna blend this up, right? All right. Now that we drilled on that, now we're gonna put it on our pot on top of our stove here. So let's get this guy out. Set it on the side, and let's pour this right on in. Now we're gonna let that, we're gonna add some of our, little bit of water to that. Boom. And we're gonna add our Lawton sausage here. And what we're gonna do now is gonna do like a little meat ragu. We're gonna take that ragu, and that's what we're gonna use to make our lasagna, right? So now, we're gonna let this stir. We'll let this warm up for a few minutes. While we do that, we're gonna strain our noodles. So, we'll be back, we strain our noodles and we'll show you, and we'll work on putting the dish together. So, give us about 2-3 minutes and we'll be back with you. All right, so we're back. Now that we've strained our lasagna noodles, we've got some of our meat ragu here, and we have our bechamel sauce here. So we have some mozzarella cheese, some mozzarella cheese here. So now it's time to assemble our lasagna. So we're gonna take a little bit of this bechamel sauce that we have here, and we're just gonna lightly coat the bottom of it. Just take a little bit more. And this will allow us to make the lasagna pliable and allow us to take it out of the dish. So just get just a little bit right there. And that's really all we need right there. Let's start assembling our noodles here. So we grab our first noodle right here. And we'll line the bottom like so. Right? Boom, 3. Next. That, and we'll fix that. Get some of our ragu. I believe that's our oven timer telling me it's ready to go. So this is hot. Right? I should have known that. So then let's keep assembling. So it's gonna make this fast. All right. Now sprinkle a little bit of cheese. A little more bechamel. And you just blot this all over a little bit, right? So, boom. All right. Yep. And then now next. All right. So then, a little bit more meat sauce to that. Then let's come across the other way. Next. And then some more of our bechamel sauce here on. All right, more of our ragu. Some more ragu. All right, and we've got our ricotta cheese. So we'll come back with the ricotta cheese and we'll finish this off. Wash your hands. All right, I don't know what we were thinking about earlier, but we gotta add our ricotta cheese. I don't know how you have lasagna without. Some people do. I like ricotta cheese in my lasagna. So that's what we're gonna do today for this. So doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because it's still lasagna. It's going in the oven. So, do that, right? Boom. Then with that, okay. And then our last layer. We'll come back on top of that. Let's just kind of cut these guys off. So let's do that. Right. Cut the top layer. Boom. Boom. Right. So put that on top like that. Some more sauce here. Last little bit of bechamel we have here. Just come through that right on top there. Yeah, that's enough. No. Put this on. Boom. Sprinkle that cheese on top. Right. And let's add a little bit of our ricotta on top. We'll finish it off with that. And now once we've done this, we're going to stick this in the oven for like 35, 40 minutes. To give this enough time to come together, and then we'll come up, we'll be ready to eat. So, let's get that. Now, that's awesome, right? So, and we've done all the hard work. Let's put this in the oven. We'll see y'all shortly. Let's clean up. Out of here. Yeah. We're gonna just stick that right there. And finish that off. Right, so let's drizzle a little sauce around the edges of it. Yeah. And the final touch of it all, put a little basil leaf on there. Here we go. That's our lasagna with our Lawton's chicken sausage. Just need a little energy, a little time and effort. They don't take a whole lot. So here you go. Bon appetit. See y'all next time.